Hello, everyone, and welcome to another JaYo Reviews. I'm here with the lovely Jerry Weil, and today we're going to be talking about the movie Speak No Evil. Excellent. We'll start out first, as always, with our score, our general score for the movie, and then get into it. Jerry, what score would you give it out of 10?
I'm gonna give this movie an 8.5.
Okay, excellent. And I'm going to give it a 8 out of 10. Excellent. We're not too far away from each
Yeah.
other. Okay. So let's get into it. First, let's talk about, I'll tell y'all a quick synopsis of Speak No Evil so you know what it is. Um, it is a story about a couple with a daughter who go on vacation in Italy, and they meet up with another couple that have a son who has um, a special needs. Well, his tongue is apparently shorter than most people, and so he can't communicate the way that the rest of them can. And they become fast friends. And this couple with the son invite them to come over to their place um, in the future. And so they do, and lots of things happen that aren't very good.
We might say some evil things happen.
Indeed, indeed. Lots of evil things happen. Yes, yes. And this movie is a remake. It's a remake of a I forget where it was
Danish, I think.
original. Danish?
I think so.
I think so too. I'll look it up while we're talking about it. But yeah, yes, it's a Danish remake, which was actually not that long ago. It wasn't done that long ago in 2022. Um, so yeah, very interesting. All right, let's get into it. What did you, should we start with what we didn't like and then with what we liked, or with what we liked first? What did you like about the movie?
I liked everything about the movie. Um, I loved the whole story. Yeah, I thought the whole setup was great. I thought the pacing was good. The performances were just like, I mean, James McAvoy absolutely knocked it out of the park. Just absolutely brilliant performance on his part. I'm early on predicting. I mean, of course, there's a lot of movies still coming out, but he has a good shot, I think, at, at an Oscar nomination for this movie because he just really killed it. The kid also, the boy is like phenomenal as well.
Phenomenal.
And everybody's good in it, but you know those I thought those were the standout performances. And it was really suspenseful. I mean, it really keeps you on the edge of your seat. It just had a nice sort of build to it, you know, and it's getting creepier and creepier, and you know things finally start to happen, and then you know you're just like on the edge of your seat, and I found and the ending was really satisfying, and you know I just enjoyed it beginning to end. Yeah, I just liked everything.
Excellent. Well, that's very cool. Um, yeah, I really loved, I agree with you. James McAvoy, who plays the you know, one of the fathers, and his son, Dan Huff, were the standouts for me as well. But I think everybody did a really good job acting wise. But they were definitely the ones I enjoyed the most. And I loved What else did I love? I love the settings. I mean, it was very picturesque. It was very beautiful. Um, I I liked the premise a lot. I like that I couldn't necessarily predict how it was going to end, though I should have known better, being that this is an American movie. But yeah. And oh, it was very uncomfortable. Especially for like from the second act on. I felt like it was super uncomfortable and it was trying to be uncomfortable and it was great. I was here for the discomfort. We were the only ones in the theater, my siblings and my brother's friend. And so we were able to really talk. So we would be like, what are they thinking? Like, what is he doing? Why isn't he standing up to like, yeah. Or like,
Yeah.
I also liked that I went from disliking the the couple with the daughter to really liking them at the end. I loved that arc. I was rooting for James McAvoy and his wife and their son for most of the movie, which is also fun. But yeah, but by the end, I was team other couple, couple B,
Yeah.
which was fun. What were things that you didn't like about the movie?
I couldn't really think of much until actually somebody I was talking to about the movie last night pointed something out that yeah, when I look back on it, this was a big kind of hole in the movie,
Mhm.
which was the babysitter character.
Mm,
I guess I have not seen the original, but apparently that character is a much bigger part of the story in the original, which I guess is why the character is even there in this movie. But that is kind of a hole in the plot that I hadn't even
mm.
thought about really until he pointed that out. So that was yeah. Um, yeah, I can't really think of any real specific things. I mean, uh, so, I mean, there's like little things that are just like, oh, that's a little too convenient, and but yeah, I can't really think of any major things other than that I didn't like about it.
For me, I didn't like the fact that so couple B is this American couple, right, with a daughter, and the wife, Mackenzie Davis, was, in my opinion, very unlikable, and I didn't like that.
Hmm.
I didn't like that at all. I felt like they were trying to make her sort of kind of one-dimensional, and they do make it up for it at the end. I personally wanted to see a lot more of the likable characteristics of this person in the first half of the movie. Like I was just like, again, she was one of the main reasons why I was rooting for couple A.
Right.
James McAvoy, um, Eileen Franciosi and Dan Huff. Like I was just like, I don't like her. And their daughter was, low-key also slightly annoying. But I was just like, and also the husband was also
Yeah.
like
Right.
weak. And I was just like, I don't really like them. I
Right.
don't care what happens to them, ish. Which I think is problematic because you want us to be rooting for them. And I'm again, I think that they did a good job by the end to make us like, yeah, oh my gosh, like you are making up for me not liking you for most of this movie. But I would
Right.
have loved to see like more hints of that throughout. I thought that was not balanced because the other couple, I saw the good and the bad much more. They had an opportunity to play a lot more.
Mm.
What other thing? Um, I I'm torn about the ending because on one hand, I love an American ending.
Right.
On the other hand, I like to be surprised and like to have something be really like, this is not typical. Um, yeah, yeah.
Well, it had it. Yeah, I mean, like the sort of overall ending, yes, but the very specific ending, I thought that was a little bit atypical.
Yeah, yeah, same. And I was like, might have been fun to play, especially if there was going to be a sequel, because I think this
Yeah,
movie could have easily had a sequel, personally.
yeah.
Uh,
But I also I don't like movies that set themselves up for an obvious sequel. Like
mhm,
that annoys me.
I hear you. Yeah. I mean, for me, I guess it's fine so long as like, you know, the story is still interesting and engaging in the sequel. Um, yeah. Though they could always do a prequel because one thing, going back to
Oh,
things that I
sure.
like, I would love to learn more about couple A, about James McAvoy, Eileen Franciosi,
Oh yeah, yeah,
backstory.
absolutely.
Yeah, yeah, with their accomplices. Like, yeah, I would like to know all about that.
Spoiler alert there, Jackie.
Is it spoiler? I mean, the trailer spoiled a lot. I'm not gonna lie, because
Oh yeah, yeah,
already.
yeah. But what you just said, that was a spoiler.
Oh, they're accomplices.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I think it's a pretty logical conjecture that, two people are not enough to mastermind something so convoluted. Um,
Yeah, but we don't. Yeah, but just from the trailer, you don't know what it is that's going on exactly.
that's true. That's true. And I didn't say who helped them or who didn't help them. You will find out. Find out. But I highly recommend this movie. This was a very good movie. Um, and I love that James McAvoy enjoys playing unhinged.
Hmm.
He really does. Like after seeing Split,
Yeah,
I think this was another favorite performance of his that I like. Um, yeah. It makes me want to like play with him. I'm like, maybe one day we'll be in a play together or in a movie together. That would be
yes,
fun. And if he doesn't get nominated, I would be very, very surprised. As well as that boy. That boy, my God, he was given, I mean, an incredible role, and he really, really went for it. Which,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
ugh.
There's an well, yeah. We don't want to tell you. I don't want to bring in other movies that are out now. We'll save that for another time. There's another movie with two kids that absolutely like on that even better, I think. So yeah,
Mhm.
that for another time.
Okay. Sounds good. I mean, you could always give a recommendation. Um,
Well,
mm,
I'm not necessarily recommending the movie. I'm just saying that the kids' performances are just phenomenal,
okay.
and Never Let Go. I'll say the movie. It's
Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. I do not know what that is. Oh, yes, 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 yes. It's with Halle
Halle
Berry.
Berry. Yeah,
Okay. Cool. I'll need to watch it.
yeah. But the kids are really the stars of that movie.
I love that. I love that. Like to me, kids, I always am fascinated. I mean, it goes back to Law and Order SVU for me. like some of the acting from the kids in that show have destroyed me. Absolutely destroyed me. I'm like,
I
how?
still will never forgive the Academy for for not nominating Jacob Tremblay from Room, which to me was the best performance hands down over that entire year, and I was just so disappointed that he didn't even get a nomination.
Oh, sorry to hear that. Yeah. Hmm. Wow. Any other things about this movie, about Speak No Evil, that you wanted to share?
I don't know. I liked there's lots of little like twists and turns that I just enjoyed. It was, you know,
Hmm.
yeah, just like all through the movie, they're just like little like mini twists that just made it engaging the whole time.
Hmm. Agreed. I really loved that. Well, I love the message of like, follow your instincts. Trust it, right? I think that's a major like theme in the movie as well as like communication. I think there's a lot of bad communication, poor communication between people as well as like trying to communicate and to find a way. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
but I mean, there's also sort of a negative connotation of, you know, like, you know, giving people the benefit of the doubt, and it's like it's kind of like going against that.
Yeah, that's what I mean by follow your instinct, trust your
Right.
instincts, because
Yeah.
many a times
But that sounds like that's like a positive thing. You know, you generally do want to trust your instincts, but
they did
then
not. They did
right,
not trust their instincts.
right. But I'm saying, you know, in life, like you know, that's something you know usually aspire to.
Uh-huh.
But then there's also like you want to also give people the benefit of the doubt, you know, and this is kind of going against that and saying, you know, don't give people the benefit of the doubt. So
Right, right. Well, not too much, especially when it's like again and again, and
yeah, yeah,
you're given multiple reasons
that's
to
true.
even
Yeah,
be doubting, and you're like, well, well, making excuses for the thing. Yeah, I, I'm like, no, friends, stop making excuses. It's okay.
yeah.
Hmm. And yeah, it wasn't too long. Yeah, it was a good amount in terms of the length of the movie.
Hmm.
And enjoyed it beginning to end. And yeah, James McAvoy made me laugh many, many times.
Yes.
How uncomfortable he would try to make them and us watching feel. It was great. It was great. So, folk,
Oh, you know, there was one other thing, and I don't want to trying to think how to do it without I don't want to spoil anything, but they took some artistic license that was a little not believable,
mm,
like the the scene where it kind of takes a big turn and you kind of see what's going on.
mm,
It's like I don't know that that could happen. Like, um, yeah, I don't know. Just realistically, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it is possible, but it doesn't seem that easy. But that's something they do in movies all the time.
mhm.
Um, I don't want to give any away more than
I mean, we could do a spoiler section.
that.
From here on out, here are spoilers, everyone. So if you don't want to know, stop watching from here.
I'm just talking about the financial section, like. I don't
Ah,
I don't know how realistic it is to be able to do what they did.
um, for American institutions, it's much easier to transfer funds than it is in Europe. So I think that's actually quite believable, because they're an American couple. And I'm guessing most of their funds are in American banks.
I guess, but there's just all these, protections and like to transfer like large sums of money,
You'd be
like
surprised. Like Capital One, I think I could transfer everything I've got. Obviously, like verify my account with double verification or whatever, but
I guess, yeah. I
mm,
mean, it didn't really bother me. It's just like it was something I thought of afterwards. Like, can you really do that? I mean,
yeah. Hmm. But yeah, I thought it was interesting for sure. I also liked is it liked? Well, I heard from my friend, like one of my friends didn't like the whole plot of like what's it called? The affair, non-affair situation with couple B, like the wife having seen a picture being texting somebody and then, being caught by her husband. And they're like, oh, I don't know if that was necessary. I don't know. I don't know. And I hear the Danish one is a lot more sinister, a lot more insidious than this one, which makes me want to watch it for sure.
yeah, I definitely want to see it.
Hmm.
I don't know where I've heard it's like on Shutter or something, which I don't have, but I
Yeah, same.
don't know if there's somewhere I can find it.
Mhm. Hopefully, Prime or some of the major networks will get it, and then we can watch it.
Well, especially, when this does well, they'll tend to do that.
And I hope it does well. Like I said, we were in an empty theater yesterday, which is unfortunate because it's well worth seeing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And considering how much they marketed the hell out of it,
Hmm. That's true. That's true.
where people would be going.
Yeah. I wonder. I wonder. But yes, I think that's all I've got to say about this movie. And I like that I don't know most of these people. The wife of couple B looks familiar, Mackenzie Davis, but I don't know where I've seen her in. And Scoot McNairy also looks familiar, but I don't know where I've seen her
Yeah, I
in.
think they were in another movie together or something.
Oh, really? That's
Heard.
fun.
Not one that I've seen, but
Hmm. Yeah. Oh gosh. I would have like lo loved for her, yeah, to have a little bit more power during the movie. Mackenzie Davis. Um,
oh, that's where I know her from. Station 11. She starred in Station 11.
oh, very cool. Oh, I remember her from Terminator Dark Fate.
Oh,
It's very
what's this
different.
one?
And she's Canadian. Fun. All right, everyone. I think we've come to the end of our review. Go watch the movie. We recommend it. And though, we didn't give it 10 out of 10, um, I think it is one of the better movies of 2024. I really, really, really will put it in one of yeah, the better ones that I've watched and enjoyed. So go watch it and tell us what you think in the comments below. Thanks. And see you at the next one. Ciao.